Okay, can we begin here? 11.6. We'll do a few problems from my math lab. Okay. Okay, here, select the answers that best complete given tables. Okay, opens up, quadrant 1, number of intercepts. Well, picture it in quadrant 1 opening up. It doesn't get any lower than the vertex, so you don't have any intercepts. Okay, opens up, vertex quadrant 1, number of y-intercepts. Well, you're always going to have one of those. So, okay. And, whoops. Okay. Let's see, what was that? Okay, opens down, quadrant 2. No, you're going to have 2. Has to have 2 of them. Okay. And opens down, quadrant 2. Going to have that one y-intercept. Has to have that. Okay, here's another one. Opens up. Vertex is on the x-axis, opens up, so that means it can only have one. It's right on the x-axis. Okay, opens up, vertex on the x-axis. It's still going to have that one y-intercept. Always has to have that one. Okay, opens up, quadrant 3. Has to. Oh, okay, they're giving us his 0 intercepts. Okay, and it's in quadrant 3, opens up. It can't open up, it has to open down. Okay, it has to open down. Okay, opens up. Well, we don't know if it opens up. It's quadrant 4 and 2 of them, so it must be opening up. Okay. Okay, find the vertex and graph it. Okay, well, let's take a shot of this, bring it back over here and look. Okay. Let's see, pull that up. Okay. So there it is. And what you do is, remember we have lots of ways to do this now. One way is to complete the square. Did that before. Another way is to use the x equals minus b over 2a, and then find f of x at that point. So here we have the minus b, which would be minus 2. And you have a 2 with an a is 1, so this is -1. Then we take this guy and find f of -1, which is 1 minus 2 minus 8, which is minus 9. So we have a vertex, -1, -9. Okay, so let's head back and check on that one, -1, -9. Okay, let's get both of those in there, and then this one, -1, -9, type in order pair. Oops. It doesn't like it. Okay. check that. Okay, fantastic. All right, same deal here. I'll find the vertex, and let me just take a shot of that. Bring it back over here, and blow that up. All right, so there it is. And I'm going to find, let's see, minus b to a, which is -4 over 2 times -1, which makes +2. F of +2, let's give us the y-coordinate of the vertex, is -4 plus 8 minus 3, just substituting in the 2 into here. You get that. Okay, so that makes 4 minus 3 is a 1. So our vertex is at 2, 1. Okay, so let's head back over and check it out. Okay, 2, 1, I'll check our answer. All right, looks good. Okay, here's the next one. So you can see these are pretty much all the same now. Just for a little practice, I'm going to take this one and do it the other way. And put it into, well, I'm going to use the other approach. We'll put it into the standard form. So we can get that, get a little practice with that. Even though it's not the fastest way to do it, it's still something useful you should know how to do. So first thing is we have 4 times x squared plus 2x minus 1, right? Okay, so that's what f of x is. So what we'll do is we'll take the x squared plus 2x, and you know what, I really don't, I'm just going to leave that minus 4 over here like that. And I'm going to complete the square inside here for this one. Okay, and that would be a 1. You know, square 1. But now that's really, think about it, we just multiplied by a 4 here. So that was like adding a 1. So you'll have to subtract, I'm sorry, adding a 4. So you have to subtract a 4. So now I have this. That thing's squared. That's what it looks like. I got minus 8 here. So now I can see I have my standard form. This is a x minus h, quantity squared, and we have a plus k. So we can see our vertex is -1 and -8. Okay, now just to verify that, you know, you've got x equals minus b over 2a. This is our new approach. So we have a minus 8 over 2 times 4. And that is a -1. Then you would take that -1, put it into the equation. So you have a 4 minus 8 minus 4. And that's a -8. So there you go. That's the same thing. We end up with the same. So you might like this other approach better. That's up to you. That's our answer, -1, -8. So let's go back in over here and put that in. Oops. All right, there it is. Okay. Yeah, okay, well done. Can't beat that. Well done. Okay. They already gave us another one here. Find the vertex. Again, so I'm going to skip that one because we've done several of those. Okay, now here we can do some matching. We don't want to do a lot of work for this. We're doing as little work as possible. That's the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this over. And let's see. Okay, so here's what I have. And I'm going to take, let's see, I'll work in red. Okay, so I can see right away I have a minus b over 2a. Let's get this. We know it opens up. All four of these open up. So we have a minus 6 over 2 times 1, which is 3. Okay, so you can cross off these two because they have the their x coordinates in the wrong place. It's negative, so that automatically they don't work. So it's either going to, and this one's a 3. This is the only one with a 3, so that's going to be our answer. This one over here is 4, -3, so that's out. But so the unsuspecting eye, they look kind of similar, but we're going to go with B, just based on elimination here. There's no other choice. So we would select the B, and let's come over here, select that B, and then go for it. All right, great. Next question. Okay, very similar. We're going to do the same kind of thing. Let's add a page here. All right, so there it is. And let's pick out the right one here. So again, you don't have to do a lot of work if you do the minus b over 2a. So in our case, it would be -6 over 2 times 1, which is a 3. And that rules out this one. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That one's okay. It rules out this one and this one. It might be one of these two. So next thing you can check is you can find the y coordinate using the formula. Okay, or you could, well, you could say, you know what? Here's the y-intercept. When x is 0, it's got to be this one here. Can't be this one because the y-intercept's positive. So just by eliminating, using a little bit of logic, we know it's this answer. But you can also do this and find that 16 right there. We'll put in the 3 and see what we get. 3 squared minus 6 times 3 minus 7. That's 9 minus 18 minus 7. So that's -9 and -7. It's -16. That confirms it. There's our answer. 3 -16. Okay, so that's a quick way to get to that answer. And let's go back over here. Get that in there. This was our answer here. Check the answer. There we go. Okay, so here they're asking a little bit more. Find the vertex and determine if the graph opens upward or downward. So we've got a couple things we know right off the top here. I'm gonna come in here, add a page, get rid of that. Increase this size here. Okay, so first thing is we're gonna get that. We can see it opens up. You can tell opens up because of this. There's a equals a +1. So if it's positive, it opens up. Okay. We'll see if we can find the intercepts and we'll sketch the graph. But first, let's get that vertex. Because remember, if the vertex is up here or here, it won't have any x-intercepts. We won't even bother trying to find it. But if the vertex is down here, then it's going to have 2 intercepts, and we'll have to find those. So let's find that vertex first. Minus b over 2a is -6 over 2 times 1, which is a -3. Okay, so that doesn't tell you anything yet, but we'll find f of -3. Let's see what that is. We'll have a -3 squared plus a 6 times negative 3 plus a 5. So that gives us 9 minus 18 plus 5. So that's a negative 4, right? 14 minus 18 is negative 4. So we have this situation here. This is what it's going to look like, something like that. And it will have a couple of x-intercepts. We'll determine those next. So our vertex is negative 3, negative 4. Now let's look at the intercepts, because we can see it's going to have 2 of them. So let's see what we have. We find those by setting the function equal to 0. And we go ahead and solve this. So 0 is, let's see, we get back to it. 5 and minus plus 1. Yeah, okay. So x is negative 5 and x is negative 1, since these are both zeros. Okay, so we have everything we need to know. Intercepts. They want to know the y-intercept. Well, you can see that right from here. F of 0 gives you the y-intercept. It's a 5. All right, so we got everything. And a very quick sketch would look like this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 right there, negative 1. Those are the intercepts. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the y-intercept. And we got the vertex, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2, 3, 4. So here it is. So that's everything. Everything you need right there. So quick sketch would look coming like this, swing around, and cross like that. I'm not as neat as I'd like to be, but doing the best I can with this drawing tool I have here. There's your axis of symmetry. Okay, so everything is there. Negative 3, negative 4, that's your vertex. And here are your x-intercepts here. Negative 1, negative 5. That's it, okay? Now here, let's see what they're asking for. Let me go back into this. And we know that vertex was negative 3, negative 4. And let's try that. Okay. Let's grab open upward or downward. We knew it opened upward. We saw that. Okay. And that was about it. That's all there was to it. So let's see. Maybe there's something out. Whoa. Not completed it. Oh, there's more? Oh, continue. Okay. The x-intercepts. All right. There they are. Now it says type an ordered pair. So we have to put in negative 5, 0, negative 1, 0. Okay. Now check the answer. Okay, looks good. Continue. Y-intercept. Okay, we already saw that. That was that 0, 5. Okay, we'll check that. All right, okay. And click here. Use the graphing tool. Oh, okay. Wow, this is a nice problem. It's got everything in it. So let's start off. Put our vertex over here at negative 3, 4. And we had a y-intercept of 0, 5, right? So we might as well just use that. Now they also wanted, what do they want? That's it. Okay, so we got the whole graph. That's all they wanted. We'll save it and check it. All right, we're good. So everything is covered. So you guys got a few more of these to work on. I did about half of them. There shouldn't be anything too surprising in the rest of that. But, so I think I'm going to call it quits on this one. Let's see. Maybe I'll let's look at the last problem. Maybe there's something different here. Oh, find two numbers whose sum is 78 and whose product is as large as possible. So we're trying to maximize the product P. Okay, so let me copy that out, put it all back over here. Okay, and we'll see if we can do it this one. Okay, so, all right. We have, let's see, come over here. Okay, two numbers. Sum is 78 and its product is as large as possible. Okay, so the sum, and he gave us a hint here. They're gonna give us a hint. They're saying let x be equal to 70, or no, x minus 78 and x. Those are the two numbers. No, I got that backwards. A little bit wrong. Okay, let's x and 78 minus x. Okay, anything where the two numbers added up to 78 would work. Okay, you could have changed some signs around and done something with this if you want to. Product can be described by the function. Oh no, they're telling us this. There's our product. So it's our product. Say p of x, right? Product function is the product of these two numbers. Okay, and we want this to be as large as possible. Well, the idea is that, you know what? This is a parabola. Okay, this is a parabola. And we can see it opens down. So it will have a vertex. That vertex will represent the x coordinate will give us the product P. So in other words, it'd be somewhere, I don't know, over here maybe, and be coming down like that. Well, that's the product function. And wherever that vertex is, that will be the maximum value for P of x. So we just have to find the vertex for this function. And that will, that'll give us the x value here. And once we have the x value, we know we have 78 minus x will be our other number. So find the vertex minus b over 2a. Okay. All right, that'll be minus 78 over 2 times negative 1, which is positive, what, 39, right? Okay, so x is 39. That means the first number is 39, and the second number would have to be 78 minus 39, which is also 39. So the two numbers are 39 and 39. Right? So maybe a little surprising, but let's go back over here. We got 39 and a 39 answers. Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up with that. I'm not seeing a lot of, wasn't a big turnout to me, let's put it that way. So I'm going to just wrap this one up, and I'm going to assume that we're okay.